Hi everyone, it's me, Mr. Olson, once again, and we are going to be looking at some Scratch coding today. I've been feeling a little bit inspired by water and some animations that I've been watching on Scratch. So I was thinking about making, or what it would be like to make an ocean movement. So I thought just a really quite basic one, because I just want to get started a little bit more on the animation. I've done one or two things with some sprites from character creators, and you bring those in and you get a bit of animation going with that, and that's pretty cool. But I like the kind of Scratch graphics and drawing a little bit more by hand. So I thought that would be a fun one to do today. So by Scratch the Cat. Is that actually called Scratch? I think so. Anyways, we're going to add in a new character by coming down to our choose a sprite and paint. And that gives us access to all the costumes, and it is completely blank at the moment. I already chose a blue color, and that's as far as I've gone. I don't think we particularly need to name it. And this is going to be kind of a bumpy ocean. And I think we'll try to have this just a little bit more randomized. Okay, so let me see. Probably got to just do a little bit more of a space around that. Does it look good? Certainly looks like something. Okay, I wonder if that'll actually fill up nicely. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. We're done. Thanks for... No, kidding. Okay, let's see what happens if we duplicate it. Change the color. Just not desaturate, but just darken it a bit. If you look at the ocean, does it go lighter or darker along the way, the further it goes? I wonder if it would depend on where it is as well. Maybe it's more on cloud cover, but I suppose if something was going deeper, then it's generally darker. I don't know. Let's kind of run on that assumption then, that the deeper it is, the darker it is. So let's have this then as our darkest blue. I'm going to use the paint bucket tool. There we go, nice dark blue. Now we got this costume one over here, and this is our lighter blue. So I'm just kind of putting that back there, and would be able to see it a little bit more. Oh, right, because it's, yeah. So I think we should be doing this on separate sprites, because the animation that I was looking at earlier, it was all on one sprite, and the idea on that was to, just kind of draw one a little bit at a time. So you know what? Yes, that's exactly it. We're going to just run with one color, and I way prefer that blue, and let's get, no, not altogether rid of that. What we'll do is we'll do some reshaping. Okay, now we're on it. No, don't do that. Let's see if I can get zoomed in a little bit more, a little bit closer to these. Oh, let's grab that. Okay, and that's just, there we go. You got to be really quite precise with that. Let's just move a few of these. I wonder if I can grab a group of them and move them. Yeah, just like that. So this is just me kind of trying out some of the different ones. What would be really cool and interesting to look at properly is the motion of the ocean, as they say, the motion of the ocean. As long as we don't have too many like sharp edges, I think it'll still look good. And maybe it's going to look a little bit weird if absolutely none of it is moving. Okay, so that's where I moved it up, which was great. Okay, so that's kind of something. Yeah, it's these sharp edges aren't great. So, amen. So I wonder if it'd be better. I don't know how to be more precise. I don't know how to be more precise than that. Okay, let's see. Is that's not even precise? Okay, so you grab just at like the bottom of the dot. Okay, so let's get that back to where it kind of was. Let's push that out so we don't have too many things like that, too many sharp things. Ooh, and maybe we can have the swell kind of surging forward a little bit. Okay, I think that's what's really going to work nicely, is if we look at these... Certainly not like that, but if we have these just moving along, I wonder if that'll work. But then do we need to be moving each and every one of the dots? I suppose we would just need to create kind of new dots along the way. Now that's not really following on altogether like super well, is it? It's still like jagged. Okay, should we try this again? Let's go all the way back to the start and say, are we happy with this one? Because I'm suddenly not. Don't think it looks too good. I think we've started to get an idea from it. Which after let us delete it. Let's delete it. Let's start again. Zoom out. And this time we're going to start with a big old block. A purple one, of course. Let's try and find our nice... Ooh, that is a nice blue. Maybe not there. There we go. Okay, here we go. This is going to work nicely. Something like that. And this is where it'd be useful to know if it goes from lighter to darker. So does it go like that? Or does it go like that? Which one looks more natural to you? I can't decide. At first I was like, definitely that one. Now I'm not quite sure. Which one? Please do let me know. Which one looks more natural? I think I'm going to go with that one. Let's go with that one. And I am going to make it a little bit... no, not that one. Oh, it was looking so cool. Okay, that still looks cool. In fact, it looks even better. Now, let's see if we can use this to make some initial swells. Or maybe we should use something like that work. Obviously not with this fill. I'll just have it as a solid. Perfect. I can't remember how we changed kind of the order of it. I think I needed to have done that behind it if we were going to do it like that. Okay, so for now, let's see if we can do this. And if we can add in new points. There we go. So you just click. Now we are talking. Okay. This is going to help us get along, I think. Because then, you see that? That's already looking like a much more natural shape. With regards to the ocean, we can even have it as a swell like that. Okay, now we can just decide kind of how intense do we want this to be, like this movement of it. Because I think we could get something really cool going, where we do about half of it. If we could get this to loop, I think that would be super duper awesome, right? Okay, let's see if we can get it to loop, or as close as we can get to that. And if we're still able to kind of do this nicely without it going like super... Oh, did you see that? That looked pretty cool. Maybe even less than that if we want to get it nice and smooth. So moving everything over. We could actually count the blocks that we moved it over each time. Cool. You see that? Little wiggle jiggle. I think we are well on our way to something pretty cool over here. Actually, I haven't even looked. I'm sure there are some ocean or like wave simulators out there. There are probably way better ways of doing this as well. But this is what they in Venezuela like to call the way that I'm doing it. And you probably wonder how I know that. It's because I made it up right now. Okay, what do you think? Looking cool? I think so. Let's keep it rolling with that. Now what we kind of have to decide as well is what's going to happen with this one. Like, is this just going to slowly drop down? Okay, let's see how that looks. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start doing maybe 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4. So let's see. Dun. Are there any like ridiculous jumps in there? Okay, that's a bit of a jump all the way over here. This one, so let's just keep that up a little bit higher, and we can maybe shift it down more later. Oh, it would be cool if we... You think we could shift this color a little bit? Maybe the top part like a little bit darker or lighter? Okay, let's just see what that would do. It would ruin everything. It would ruin the whole day, just like that. Which, no. Oh, huh? No, but what was that? Okay, let's just use... Oh, that would be cool if I could go into a previous one. But what we're going to do rather is... Oh, have we lost it now? Did we lose it entirely? Okay, let's see. This first color. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's about right. I think so. Okay, let's just fill that in again. Other way around. Boop. Okay, let's get the kind of motion thing working first, and then we can worry about all the rest of the stuff. And because these are just like sort of slight movements, then yeah, it's not a ridiculous amount to undo. Now this is where we could start to make it interesting, because the way that a wave is formed is this energy that's kind of coming from below it. Then it meets with the earth, the beach or the sand, and then the bottom of it slows down, and then it just kind of knocks it over. The top part is going faster than the bottom part, and just like if you were running and somebody just stopped your legs, you would fall over. That's what's happening with a wave. So should we do that? Where this part would then start to move the fastest, and this part would slow down, but it's already kind of at the edge. Okay, let's just see what that looks like. I think there probably is a little bit of acceleration in there. Have we lost our gradients? Okay, that's fine. Whatevs, bro. So this one moving nice and fast. This one kind of wouldn't really be slow, but yeah, let's get it to just dip a little bit there. And this one I think is going to be cool to sort of just flatten out a little bit more, like as it's coming. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. We're on our way there. I wouldn't say almost there, because there is still, you know, quite a bit of this motion to go. But even though our first thing didn't work, it helped us get to kind of this point and seeing, you know, what is the best way for us to do it. And I really do think that we have arrived at something pretty darn cool, because it's a lot quicker and easier than I initially thought it would be. All it took was getting it kind of wrong. Not too ridiculously wrong, okay? Oh, I wonder if we could add in another one here. Another one here. So we've got the peak and the crest. The lip of the wave. Oh, look at that. That's looking cool. Okay. So animation word. Should we start setting up this code? Okay, so what we'll say is when the green flag is clicked, looks, switch to costume, switch next costume. I suppose we'll have to figure out how long between that, and we'll just do it forever. Okay, so we've got to make sure that it starts with our first costume. There. Let's try 0.4 seconds and let's just see what happens. Hey, that's looking cool. Okay, let's see all the way down to like 0.1 second. Hey, now? Okay, cool. So that's actually looking pretty rad. Let's keep it going and start to form up our wave. I am a little bit bummed, honestly, about the colors and the gradients. Like losing that along the way a bit. But that's just kind of the way it is, huh? Okay, so now we really get to simulate this of going slower than this, and then this is going much faster, and this is also, so we've got all of this energy kind of getting ready to topple. There is a pretty jagged edge over there, and I'm just getting a call from somewhere else. Let's ignore that for now. What does that do for us? It's also quite a sharp one. Okay. Kind of helps us a bit. A little bit. Let's see. Ooh. Why has that gone through such a drastic change? Okay. I'm just going to try to kind of finish it. Well, not finish it off now, but just do a little bit more of it now. Oh, no, wrong way. That should be coming like that. And then this should be making a super cool curl. Look at that. That's starting to look awesome, right? Like a real wave. A real one. Oh, maybe we can... No, we won't try and record audio now. I'll just get this to a point where it sort of looks cool. Have I been moving these forwards, though? Because they do still need to do that. That one. And then that's dropping down again. I've always been confused about that as well. Kind of where you go out past that. Ooh, yeah, that hasn't moved nearly far forward enough. About what happens to the water kind of behind the wave, where it's way higher and then it drops down, and like, what is the level that it drops down to? It's starting to look like a face. Okay, let's just see how far it's moved from there to... Okay, let's bring that back up, because that hasn't worked. And if we're going to bring this guy forward, yeah, then we really need that to go. And all of this must just come like a bunch forward, hey? Okay, let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, that's a bit better. Really starting to slope down, maybe? I don't know. Let's keep this going now. It's going to accelerate quite rapidly, because now it's not just the motion of that, but it's the full motion of the falling wave. Oh, that moves that whole thing. Okay, that's what we should have done like a few frames ago. But we've done it now, so that's okay. Let's see what that's looking like. Woohoo! Okay, and then what we'll have next is it crashing all the way in. Like down there. Move that along, move that along, move that along. Move that along a little bit. And then just hitting there. I'm not going to add in all the foam and stuff now, because I just want to see what this is like now. Maybe I'll add it in kind of in a little bit, but let's see. Kind of if this is working, then I'll add in some of the foam, although it's white already. Okay, but that's looking pretty cool, right? Ooh, whoops. Got to make a duplicate of that. And then I'm going to bring that on down, bring it on down, and maybe if I start, hey? Let's bring that all the way over. Now this would normally be super swallowed up in what we do need to put in. Wonder if it would be better to make it like its own sprite. Now let's just do we're just going to do a little bit of a quicker one. And let's grab white. Yeah, very bright. Yeah, no saturation. Let's give it just a tiny bit. Okay, but then we must also... Oh, did I do it on the wrong one? Okay, well, let's just... No, I did it on the right one. Cool. From here, we've really got to start to show the spin drift, is what it's called. Even a little bit. Kind of, we can put the startings of it over there. Let's see what that looks like. Hey man, that looks cool, right? I'm actually pretty darn happy with that. And now let's see. Oh, it'd be cool if we could get this to loop. Okay, but can we still do just this blue one? Yes. Oh, that is so cool. Well done, Scratch, on that, because that is superly duperly cool. And then what if we could start to raise that up a bit? And maybe we can just grab this one and kind of work it back from there. I think that's actually going to be a pretty good plan. But for now, let's do some more dots. Can I do a dot? Won't you let me do a dot? Yep, it certainly will. Should probably erase some more dots. Nah, it's just all foamy fuzzy. Lekker. Oh, yeah, that's pretty fun, but I do need to erase some of these. Let's just grab that. Oh, is that going to look awkward now, though? A little bit. I'm pretty sure there's a way that we can change this background, right? Just so that we can see a little bit better what we're doing on these. Let's see if that's all right. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, and now we can have that whole thing move on over. So thanks. Oh, we're going to struggle because of the color thing. Okay. Let's just have it crash. And then if you want, you can go ahead and just do that. Get it to like loop. So I am going to be moving this. No, not you. I'm going to be moving this like off the screen pretty much. Oh, but we could make it start to like, peek up just over here. Up there just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's just quickly see what that looks like. Okay, rad. And let's just do like a few more here. First this. No, that's right like that. This should start to come up. We want it to be quite round over there. And then this needs to move over. This was actually a really cool kind of starting project for getting into this, more of this like scratch animation. Because it's not overly complex, but there is stuff like keeping track of two things. Well, it started off with keeping track of one thing at a time, which, I think just worked very, very nicely. That may have been too big of a move. But let's see. Oh, if I could erase just those guys, that would be very, very cool. Maybe if I use this paintbrush, because we've got a gradient on it, I don't think it'll work as well. Okay. You know what? Okay. Let's just see what that's like. Okay. I'm pretty happy with it where it is. I think there might only be one more frame for now, because then maybe it will loop like, all right. Yeah, because that next one is like all the way there. Let's see if I can just get rid of all of this then. Just do a few. Does it update it? I think it does. Hey, cool. Okay. So then that means we can go ahead and do it. I know I said it was maybe just one more. Well, it's more. And then let's move it a whole bunch along. Yeah, because it's not going to be too bad to go like one or two more frames, and then we are there. Let's just get rid of all of these guys now. They've had their moment. They took it, and you know what they did? They shone. They shone like everyone and no one is watching. Have I moved this one yet? I think I have. Let's just quickly see. Ha! You see that? It's getting close. yeah, it could be cool to like get it to the same sort of level as well. I don't know, we could over there, but you know what? It's also cool to have a moving ocean. Okay, let's go and let's just see what that looks like. Okay. Okay, on the right path. Almost there. Don't get lazy at the end. You know, just push through the whole way. This doesn't feel like as round as the other one. That's a bit better, right? Okay, let's move that along. We are going to move this along a bunch more, though. Oh, should I get rid of this one? No. Does kind of need to be there here. Okay. Compared to let's just do the comparing to the previous one. Okay. I think we can pretty much just go for it and move it on up. Move it on. Nope. Move it on up. Okay. And then this can kind of shift up and along. Oh, there's the little dot there. We're totally gonna see that. It's gonna be in a whole bunch of them here. Okay, patch that up later. Let's just see. Okay, we're not gonna get it to match exactly. This would have to be like a 2 times loop. So it's just I'm gonna do one more and then kind of seal it off for now. I'll share it still, but I'll keep working on it. Will be cool to get like a few waves going, I think. Or maybe, yeah, like I say, if you want to go for it, man, that'll be just like super cool, and super cool if you did. Whoops, that wasn't a super cool right there. Yeah, because I've made a mess with these, because I still don't fully understand how they work there. That's making a lot more sense. If we're able to, okay, because that controls that. We still do want it to be like that, kind of dropping down, move it along, move it along, and move it along. Okay, that's got to be pretty close, right? It's really not. It's just so much changing. It's like, okay. I think this will be the at least 16th time that I've said last frame. But you know when you're just like so close and you think that even with minimal effort, you could achieve what needs to be, what you want to achieve, not what needs to be achieved, what you greatly desire to be achieved. I think we are close to the greatness of desire. I don't know. It's like jerking back though. What's jerking back? It like slows down. Okay, so this is slowing it down, I think. Okay, compared to that, not a new one. Trash that. Okay, so on the other one, we've already got this kind of lifting up, making a new one. And we've got that kind of lifted up a bit as well. I think that'll get us there. Kind of close enough. And for today, I'm totally right with that because I just wanted to check out animation, doing little bits. Totally am keen to come back to this. Making waves. Hope that you like it. Hope you enjoy it. I hope that you get to remix it as well. Otherwise, I'm going to click share. And let's see. Click the green flag and enjoy the peaceful wave that doesn't quite match up right. I like that. How did I make this project with Scratch? Cool. We good? We happy? Thank you and bye.